Bobby D here, the first ever yard report. We are going to do a video once a month, maybe even more during the season, giving you an update on what's going on in our program, maybe some highlights, maybe a featured guest, featured story, something of that nature. We start this, our first inaugural show, with Bayonne across your chest. How about our tournament teams, folks? 118 wins and 49 losses. We set so many records this year. First and foremost, most wins combined for our tournament teams. We won 4 tournaments. Our 9-year-olds won 4. Our 10-year-olds won 3. Our 13-year-olds won 3. A combined 12 tournament championships. By far the most we ever had. To think back about 10 years ago, we didn't win any. We won our first D6 title in Ripken division in 2000, and boy were we ecstatic about it when we first won that only championship that we possessed. And remember this, many of you don't know this, there was no such thing as tournament baseball at the 12 and under level until the Bayonne Bambino Cal Ripken program was formed. We were the folks that implemented tournament baseball for the age groups of 12 and under. So we're proud of that. Now a lot of people think, well, all you care about is tournament players. We've heard that one before. Wrong answer. Take a look at the extended season that we just put together. Thanks to Joe Malaconico and his leadership. How successful. We got to see the emails we're getting on that. Really great to give the kids that. And listen, they might not be ready for select play, but we let them play all the way up until first, second week in August. So they got to continue their baseball season. So we really feel like we're going in the right direction. Back to the tournament teams. As I mentioned, we won 12 tournaments. I have to give some shout-outs to some specific age groups, especially our 10-year-old group. Our 10-year-old group went 35-9. They finished second in the state. They're the only team in our history to win 5 state games. And they took it on the chin in the championship. But that group was getting better. 35-9. That's 44 tournament games, folks. Our 9-year-olds, got to be proud of those. They struggled. They were at 10-8 at one point. Won 11 of their last 12 contests to close out a positive season. They did not win their district. Very disappointing, but they bounced back nicely. Our 8-year-olds did a great job, 20-9. Our 13s, probably our best group, 21-4. And let me tell you, they lost a heartbreaking game in the state semifinals. If you think that call made when that kid lost his perfect game, Galarraga, the Tigers, you think that was bad? You should have seen the call that we had go against us. 5-5, Brandon Polofsky in the top of the 7th hits a shot. I believe it's gone. Hits the top of the fence. Rocky Coviello is off with the crack of the bat. He's rounding third. He slides safely. I put my hands up, turn to my brother, Mike, and I see them in distress. I'm like, I turn around, the umpire called him out. I mean, he was slid completely across the bag. We ended up losing that game in the bottom of the 7th. I mean, we didn't play well the last couple innings. But the team that we ended up losing to Manalapan loses to Millburn for the state championship. And the Millburn team we beat 14-4. So you got to think we had a good shot at defeating them again. It didn't happen, but very proud of the way they came back. They bounced back nicely. And also, I'm proud of the way most of the parents, I mean, that was a tough situation. I mean, there was some, you imagine, you're talking about a state game, your state championship, not an early state pool round, a state semifinal. You win that game, you're in the finals, playing a team that you beat by 10 runs. So, a lot of our parents were upset. I'm proud of most of you. Most of our parents acted in a professional way. Of course, there's always one or two that we'd like to, ship out, but you can't do that. But anyway, it's a whole nother topic. So back to the tournament teams. Very proud. Joe Fracasso, Mark Lauer, Brian O'Connor, Tony Click of the 8-year-olds. Thank you. Did a great job. Our 9-year-olds, Ray Ortiz, Johnny Salgado, Sean Paradine. Terrific staff. Frank Sabone also helped out. Bounced between 9s and 12s. 10-year-old Joey D, my brother, did a tremendous job. Frank Daly, Rich Bergalowski, Ray Johnson, excellent job of running that team. Bobby Badera, and hey, listen, did the 12s. 12 struggled. Johnny Burkowski, Jesse Matos, Frank Romano. I hope I'm not missing. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but forgive me. You guys did a nice job. I mean, you had a tough go in the beginning, but you bounced back nice. Made a nice showing down in Maryland too. So proud of you there. And again, 13's the Colucci family, Mike and Frank. Frankie Flynn was also involved for a little while. He got a little under the weather, so he had to bail out. Very proud of what you guys did. And of course, our 15-year-old staff, Sosha, Russell Bardenhagen, Dave Lewandowski, and Eric Schiffolino. Disappointing showing in the States, but you won your district. And made a nice showing in Delaware, too. They actually won their first 2 games in Delaware before losing a tough game to a Staten Island team. So overall, we are very proud of our tournament teams. Our extended season, as I mentioned before, was a huge success. We are now going to continue this program, as long as the volunteers are there to help out, where when we go to select level, we're not going to leave the players behind that are not ready for select level. We're going to continue playing up until August. It was a big hit. Thank you, Joe Malaconico, our great leader and manager of the Big Apple. Next up for us, fall ball. First time we're doing regular season fall ball. So we're pumped up about that. The registration's the 17th, the 19th, the 24th, and the 26th, I believe. Probably around 6:30 till 9 down at the yard at Haddad Stadium. We're also going to be doing some invitation-only workouts, so look out for those for the players a little higher caliber, select level players. We're going to begin a regimented workout program to kind of hone your skills in the off season. We want, hey, listen, we want to win state championships every year, so we're going at it. We're going to put a program together designed to keep you guys conditioning and drilling all year round, or at least until it gets a little too cold. Some other dates, mark your calendar, August 28th, that's a fun day. We're going to have our barbecue. Now normally we did it at Vets. We're going to move it to the yard. Instead of men playing softball, we're going to have the ladies playing softball. It's going to be fun. We're also going to have a wiffle ball tournament. It's going to be 4-man teams, so put your teams together. That should be exciting. Registration for next season will also be upcoming. Take a look at your community news. Also this fan page, the Facebook page for that. We don't have those dates set yet. Of course, awards night is November 12th. We're excited about that. And I want to end on some good and welfare. We have some folks a little under the weather. We want to wish them well. Bubba Jablonski had a little procedure. Playing golf in the heat. Knock it off, Bub. All right. Sean Lavin Sr. had a little procedure done. We want to wish him well. Michael Christopoulos, our East Coast player, had surgery. We wish you well. Mike Joe Fracasso, again, our manager of the 8-year-old team, going through some struggles, so we want to wish him well as well. Of course, listen, if there's anybody I've missed, feel free to make a comment beneath the video, and we'll surely update anybody else who's not feeling well. I want to thank again. This program brought to you by, you didn't think it was going to end without a plug, did you? Vima Next. That's right. 14 organic fruit and vegetables. 14 organic fruit and vegetable extracts. 12 vitamins, 65 minerals, a powerful antioxidant. If your child is not drinking this, what are you thinking about? If your kid's eating vegetables and fruits every day and they're organic and he's eating 5-7 servings, you don't need this. If he's not, she's not, think about it. Tastes great. A little 2-ounce shot. Billy Mays. No, I'm sorry. Bobby D. This has been the Yard Report for August 2010. Peace.